Oh yeah, Kova. Well, Kova, I'm not gonna um I'm gonna finish it, I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna spoil how I'm gonna do it, but it's gonna be awesome. But I have just gotta probably just gonna wait till the summertime. But I'm gonna be back. There are people that want me to make more burgers. I'm just gonna do it. I'm not crazy depressed. It'll be really good. I'm in a much better place now. Okay, let's now. It's still not working. Inactivate. Here we go. Oh my god. Yes, finally, I got it working. Yay! I was wondering about that. Which means I need to actually have that and how am I gonna fit these both in here? I would like to have the combined that somewhere. Maybe there's a way to do that. Let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to dual stream on YouTube and here. I think I've already said that, but I really gotta figure out more. George, yes, Mr. George, I love you. I didn't press play here. Okay, but some music is okay. Okay, let's fix it. This. Da, da, da. What? Yeah. Okay. So, dun, dun, dun. I can't read your chat if you're saying anything, but I'm gonna fix that. This is tricky. Alright. Alright, that should work. Still working. Okay, sweet. Yay! Alright, that was my big step. Ah. Hey, I did think about breakfast sandwiches, and I thought about coffee. I thought about actually, I really wanted to do like toasted PBJs with bananas in it. That'd be really good. So they're a little more inexpensive, and I really wanted like I've made enough burgers. Quiet. I've made enough burgers that I have, I think I've gotten over my. I had seriously craving burgers for a long time, and making like 500 of them and just smelling like burgers all the time just kind of got rid of that. I still like burgers a lot, but one thing I never had was a good like vegetarian option or just for people who don't like meat. I'm not like a huge meat eater either. I just like burgers. So I'm not gonna do impossible patties just because they're a pain in the ass. I tested everything burger wise, but none of that worked. I also thought about doing like some chili or something like that. But yeah, what I am gonna do in the future, I volunteer at a food bank. It's like 20 minutes, and I didn't have that connection when I first was doing the burgers, and I was just like, great ideas. I do like great ideas. Um, Anything that we can scale up to feed 1,000 people. Well, to be honest, I'm not great at receiving advice. I just kind of like I really like to. I never get mad when somebody gives me advice, but I'm definitely the kind of person who just like you know if it's my own idea, I'll do it, and if it's not, I'm like now I don't want to do it. It's just kind of stupid, but it's just I've just accepted that about myself. um, although just like I mean, I'm always open to learning about scalable food items. Hey, if y'all think of anything, just send me a message. I'll always look at it. I'm just not going to guarantee I'm going to do it because I'm just a guy. I totally lost my train of thought. But oh yeah, I'm volunteering at a food bank, and I have a new setup. So one of the hardest things about doing those burgers was distribution. Like making the burgers was actually probably the least stressful thing, although it was really stressful. But when it came to getting them out to people and making sure they didn't go bad, that was where it was like, okay, I gotta really not fuck this up, or I'll get people food poisoning. And yeah, that was just like it created so much stress, and I was always like learning as I was doing it. The more I scaled up, I had to like change a lot of stuff every single time. So it was yeah, just really stressful, a lot of craziness and new plans. And this next time I do it, I am going to be really fucking organized, and it's going to be cool. I didn't really reach my potential of ooh, avocado toast. Okay, yes, I like that. I like grits too. And tofu. Right, tofu's good. Probably harder to scale, but I avocado toast would be funny because I like the idea that I had was eventually I wanted to live stream this, but I never really had the right setup for it. I was way too stressed out to do it live. Um, it would be really fun because this is people that are definitely in need that I'm serving. People are going to who are going to food banks. They're not living large. They definitely need it, and I like the idea of avocado toast just because that's like the meme, like, oh, you're poor because you're eating too much avocado toast. How funny would it be if, you know, we let them eat avocado toast. Yeah, fruit's good too. I like that. Ooh, let's test out this camera thing. Maybe pull me around a little bit. This is a nice. I have spent some money, although a lot of it I didn't need to spend. But I got like one of those Instalink 360 cameras, and this thing is like, look at it, look at this, look at this camera work. This is cool. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't have this earlier. Oatmeal with fruit with a side of honey, that'd be good. Breakfast cart, anything's possible. I also like eggs. I'm definitely a big egg guy. Wink, wink. I've got trans friends. I love them. Let's see. Mike's gone. What else is left? I had all this set up. Oh yeah, check this. See if the camera. This camera always bugs out whenever I go up there. Let's try this again. Reset. We'll have it. Oh, I am not gonna tell you what this is for, but let me tell you, I'm gonna do a stream, and this thing. Oh, yep, this guy right here. Oh, it's gonna create some good times. I, this setup is kind of ludicrous, but yeah, I decided like what I was trying to do. I kind of popped in and did a couple short streams, but like just quickly lost. I know you need to do it to kind of get yourself in the what is it? You got to practice, right? Practice going live, practice doing streams. Get more comfortable in front of it. But yeah, being super depressed was not. I would like scrounge up enough motivation to start it, but like, nah. I decided the better approach would be to just spend a fuck ton of time preparing for some really epic stuff, and then yeah, we're gonna send it, and we're gonna take it all the way. I'm taking the stream to the top. I'm not gonna back out this time, and yeah, it'll be really cool and fun. Isa Colina, welcome to my stream. I'm glad you're here. You're you're great. That's all I have to say. What else do I have? Oh, I'm going to show off some stuff in here. So this is not like the planned live stream, but hey, check this shit out. Live George reaction. He's sleepy. I'm just curious, are you good with woodwork? Kova, I am. Let me tell you, look, look at my craftsmanship right here. Okay. Now, you need to you need to ignore all the blood on here from my enemies, but yeah, I made this thing. This is Bolivian rosewood. This thing is it's quite the mallet. Let me show you some other stuff I made. So, if you don't know, I have a business. I refinish cabinets for a living. So I take like shitty cabinets and I fix the finish on them and make them look really nice. When it comes to actual carpentry, I have a weird set of skills. I'm not that good at building. Like, if somebody give me plans to like build something, I could do it. I won't want to. I prefer to build stuff like this guy. Look how happy he is, Mr. Mallet. This is my favorite. I am the antithesis of every traditional woodworker, and they fucking, they're gonna hate me. I have no respect for perfection. I don't. And in woodworking, that's kind of what they all do, and I think it's stupid. I don't like that. Um, so I make stuff that's fun, that's intuitive. It's partially satire, but kind of mean it. Like I have no shame. Um, I really want to send a message that like I work for people. Like my job is basically working for a lot of people who are kind of perfectionists and they really want things to look good. And so I work for like really picky people and it pays well, but and most people are very reasonable. I have to work hard to like explain to them limitations and stuff. But some people, they really, they just drive me up the fucking wall. Okay, like, oh my god, I had a customer a couple weeks ago that didn't end up didn't end up paying, but yeah, they were just a complete asshole, and because they thought they just treated me like I'm like this magician that can just magically make everything perfect, even though their woodwork just looks like shit to begin with, and sometimes you can only make a polished turd when you have shit to work with. Anyways, but most people are pretty cool. But I have to do like so much fine detail work that I need an artistic escape. So when it comes to like making my own stuff, it's like it's all vibes. Yeah, not the poster. Don't want that. Hey, are you able to hear? I have like these chat alerts, so I get a little ping from my computer every time somebody sends a message. Are you able to hear that? Because I hope that's can't, because that'd be kind of annoying. You can, yes. Okay. I gotta think of what. I'll probably just put on like a headpiece or something. Because I have it on a speaker right now, but I'll figure that out. Let's, George, what do you think about this live George reaction? He's so sleepy. Oh my gosh. Benji, Benji, what are you doing in my stream? What are you doing? Not invited. Not invited. Think this is the game? You think you can just go into streams where people are tell you not to watch, and you just show up thinking it's all good? It's all bad, buddy. Here, see me. Yeah. Get out of here, Petsy. I don't want you in my stream. Okay, alright. Character off. This wig is really itchy. I don't know if I'm gonna keep wearing this wig. Yeah. It's not even real hair. I know. You know, okay. I gotta talk about the wig. Just oh wait. I will talk about the wig after I respond to Koba's message. He's bald. Oh my god, I should get a bald cap just for that gag. I'm hoping like I don't know. There's a bunch of people that watch me do those burgers that have like a separate subreddit with a separate fan base, but none of them overlapped and like subscribed to my Twitch and my YouTube channel. I think. Wow, I'm an ADHD brain right now. Okay, just a thought, Calvin. Grandpa used to make little woodwork figurines of creatures and people involving a chisel and smaller tools. Do you think that would be something you would like? It would. Specifically, I really want to make a miniature version of Sir Calvin. I want to make like a marionette to play with my cats. I think that'd be really fun. I think George would. George would. What do you think, George? Yeah, he thinks sleeping is good. Yeah, send some pics. Sounds good. All right, Kenji, you can stay in here. You got my express permission, but don't tell anyone about this stream. It's off limits. I'm testing things, but I'm just talking because I need a break. Um, Also, it's nice to see you again, Penji. I still remember when we played some matches together because you're a cool, person. I haven't forgotten. All right. What else do I have to show off? So I'm going to give a little quick shop tour because y'all are my biggest fans right now, and when I like do more official streams, I'm planning on doing like a more of like an event thing. So I'm gonna have some stuff set up. I'm gonna have like some plans, like a little bit of a scripted kind of thing. It's gonna be really cool. You should definitely check it out. If you see I'm live, you should do it. I might go live just to like announce the date of it and just like try to let as many people know as possible when I'm gonna do it because I'm gonna put a lot of work into preparing something that's worth watching that isn't crazy long stream. I have a hard time watching streams just because of how busy I am. Like I have to run my business, and it's that's kind of comes secondary, unfortunately. But so I have to limit my intake of stream watching and video watching, which sucks because it's different. So, but when I'm live streaming, I can talk to people. This is great. Um, oh yeah, I was gonna show off some more stuff. What else? Oh yeah. Oh, y'all gotta check this shit out. Okay. Um, I think my Twitch live stream says I'm selling swords still. I don't think I updated that. And holy golly, do I have some magic swords? Check this back. You see this? I gotta get used to doing this camera thing. Oh, no, wrong one. Check this out. Check this out. You see this? This? Yeah. This is a real deal. Look at that. Look at that glitter. This was made with real unicorn blood. The unicorn was ethically slain. It was an evil unicorn. And yeah, so I got this magic sword, and it's for sale. 1995 on the official Sure Calvin web store. Which is going to be a real thing, okay? I'm gonna make a web store and I'm gonna make stuff and it's gonna be sold for 1995. Oh, Benji. Benji, you like those controls? Yeah, too. I just got this thing today and I'm using a little mini Bluetooth. Let's see if you can see it. I'm using a little mini Bluetooth keyboard keys so I can. Shit! Ad break. I'm sorry, Kova. Um. Hey, you know what? I wanted to talk about that. Originally I did not want to turn on I got affiliate status when I first, I don't know, after I got like 100 followers. I think I had that, but I never wanted to turn it on because I did not want any ads on my stream. I do not need the money, and whatever money I get, I am going to put towards the burger thing, and just like, yeah, my every stream is a charity stream for me. Okay, Even though I have a lot of debt, but it's not important. Um, but yeah, I didn't want to turn on the affiliate things. I didn't want to show ads, but I'm pretty sure if you do get big enough on Twitch that they just turn them on because they have to. If you have like 100 or 1,000 viewers, uh, they kind of force you to have ads just because of the bandwidth or something like that. It costs Twitch money to do that stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have some special streamer rewards to people who subscribe. Now don't do it right now. You gotta save that shit because I have something very special planned for people who subscribe. I do not want you to, I don't have the alert set up. I don't have anything. Do not subscribe. Do not pass go. I don't want that. But if you ever do, it's going to be a catalyst for something very, very funny. And it might even involve this hammer. Penji, I showed Kova this earlier, and they're watching on. This is my that's the blood of my enemies. But yeah, this mallet, it's something good is gonna happen with this. Let me tell you. Okay, got the sword, got the mallet. Oh yeah, Penji. Benji, I don't remember if you saw, but this is my woodworker's mallet. Yeah, this is Mr. Hammer. Hi. I've got the tools. You gotta have magic tools if you're gonna make magic swords. Let me tell you. I had some more. Oh yeah. Okay. Just because there's not very many people in here, y'all get an exclusive look at the magic box. Oh, Gee, woodworking is pretty cool. Um, I think it is pretty cool. I like it. I like it. I think it's cool to just be able to build stuff. Collecting tools is really useful, especially just throughout life. You have a bunch of tools. You can do stuff with them. It's pretty cool. Speaking of tools, I've got some cursed tools. Let's see if I can zoom in here properly. All right, welcome to my cursed tools. This is it. I've got you here. You get a curse. It wasn't for me. All right, I just got to tell you that once. Got little tools right here. All right, these are cursed materials. Cursed unicorn block triangles. You've got to have your triangles. All right, camera. Can we? I gotta work on like getting faster with this. Camera, can we zoom in on that? Can we zoom in on that camera? Okay. Maybe I can do this. Figure out. You see that? That's a really nice triangle. Yep. What you can't see is that it actually sparkles. Oh, you actually can see that. Holy shit, this is a good camera. Whoa. That was worth the money. And every course toolbox needs a cracked mirror. You gotta have this, okay? You're gonna be making magic swords. You gotta deal with curses. It's that's part of the job. I've got my oh yeah, I love this thing. My cute little hand plate. I love it. It's so tiny. You got feathers, lighter. You gotta have a lighter. There's definitely gonna be fire in here, but I need to make sure my landlord does not know. Plant. What's it gonna do with that? Oh yeah, let's make some shavings, okay? How about that? This oh, I love this list. I've accumulated a lot of stuff over the years. Some of it, I some of it I bought There's another sword there. Some of it I bought knowing exactly what I was going to do with it. Some of it I just impulse bought and I've not gotten rid of anything. But let's zoom out. Wait, let's grab some wood and make some cool wood shapes. How about that? Like, oh, they're seeing the new me. I used to. I used to do. I'll admit it. I have done legal substances before, but now I am sober. I don't even drink caffeine. Check it. Oh, that's weird. Let me just move. That's weird. Oh, that's. I gotta figure this out. Do that. I gotta make some presets to like quickly do this because I like it when it just like instantly zooms in. That's really fun. There we go. Okay, now I can see this. I'm gonna move my spinning stand. Let's make some wood shavings. Oh yeah, yeah. This is the only drug I need. It smells like. It smells like. It smells like butter, which is the thing that most people wouldn't really want to smell. It's not like something you get handled, but it actually just smells. God, it smells so good. I love wood shavings. That's like the best part about woodworking. All right, we'll do this. My bigger planes, I can even get real stringy pieces of that. I feel like this is like I'm like in elementary school and I'm doing show and tell. And but the thing is that the teacher's out of the room, so my show and tell basically just never ends, and you're forced to watch me. Um, and just like somebody in elementary school, I like cannot maintain concentration. I'm very scared. Xenophile. What the is that camera doing? Oh, what are we looking at here? Well, look at this. Live George reaction. He's reacting all right. Well, Zeno, you missed out, but yeah, two of my viewers they got to see the magic box, Zeno, and sadly, you did not. But that's okay because you could see me. I'm here. New camera. Oh, yeah, this camera is struggling. Nothing. Oh, we can out later. Get in there. Miss Kissins was in here. I'm a handsome man, Sir. Well, Zeno, Sir Calvin is dead. Okay, he died in Dead by Daylight, but he's gone now. Okay, you need to let him go. I'm sure Calvin, not Sir Calvin. Sir Calvin is dead. He died many times, but he lives on in our hearts. Sir Calvin, that's me. And yeah, you don't think Sir Calvin's dead. Explain this. Where did I get it? This following me is so crazy. Sure thing. George, what do you think about that? Live George reaction. I gotta get like some kind of. I wish I could put some text over that to like overlay that. That'd be so funny. I am a goober, and I was very limited by my previous live streaming setup, so I'm really looking forward to uh, doing more with this. I feel very much more in my element. The most fun I had doing those streams was I had the green screen set up, and Zeno, you know, go by. I think you saw some of that. I forget. It was a while ago, but those dancing streams were fun. And now I've got a big old room, which is exactly what I needed. Of course, the floors in here look like really bad, but I kind of I don't know. I don't know if I'll do something with them. Yeah, and I think Zeno, you clipped that one. I was in the Myers mask, and the music wasn't playing for a Michael Jackson song or something, but I was dancing. I was going. That was fun. I did have a good time with that. Ooh, check this out. Okay, I got. See if I can. Three? No, it's two. His old days inspired me recently to become an ace main. And yeah, he's the best. I, I like those screams. That's so much fun. Let's see if I can zoom in on this a little bit more. I need to have a preset with zoom in. Oh, check this shit out. All right, check this out. When I press this button, yeah, this thing. I just love how this thing opens. Okay, I have had no one to show this to. Okay, nobody has seen this except for everybody watching these streams. I just love how that flips open. Okay. The secret compartments, exactly. It just kind of pops open. I'm just like, yeah, just a couple of drill bits. Got my this is a terrible drill, but it's at my table. I have fancy tools, but I kind of like using the shitty ones because they're a little bit more fun. Okay, I gotta get. I'm gonna get practice with this keyboard thing, so I gotta get quicker. But every time I go up to my PC, this camera really struggles. It's like, what are you doing? I can't go that low. I can't show my computer setup, but it's pretty good. I have a big TV, like an old TV setup where I've got all the chat windows on it, so I can see everybody's messages pretty easily. It's pretty nice. I don't think it's really that expensive, but this camera is. All right. What else? What other cool stuff do I have to show? Well, I don't know. Sometimes I got to figure out these controls. Is that one all the way down? I gotta get one to like focus on this thing. I think sometimes I'll start a stream and I'll have something on this little spinning platform, this wrench, or Sir Calvin is a builder. He is. He's not a good one, but he is a builder. Can I set up this guy? I can. Let's see how this looks with the lights on. Oh my god, this is crazy. Whoa. Alright, zoom out. Yes. It's a lot of light coming from that TV. That's working, so really neat. But yeah, this is gonna really be ambient stuff. Bet. So he's the kind of guy who wakes up the rest of the day right on Sunday mornings because he's out in his garage at 6:30. Actually, I am amazed at the patience of my neighbors and that they have never complained. Okay, because I was doing this stuff at like 2 a.m. I had it was like this bench behind me. Okay, I gotta turn off this light. It's really distracting. But this is gonna be used for something funny. I gotta go over here. Yeah, when I was building this guy, there's kind of a lot going on there, but I was doing stuff at like 2 a.m. like running the saws and stuff, and I was like, oh my god, really hope they're not trying to sleep. But I think this place is actually really well insulated. I did a couple tests where I had music blasting and I was outside, and you have to be right up to my garage door to even hear it. So I think I'm pretty good there. I don't know how well, okay, a little personal, but when I was fighting with my ex-wife, it was really loud and crazy, and nobody heard anything. So I think I'm okay. I'm not gonna talk anymore about that on this stream. Um, but yeah. So and then this little station here that I've got. Oh, it's over here. We've got a table saw, not an expensive one. We got a miter saw, and I also have a little. See how well this thing can zoom in. I really maxed out the zoom capabilities. It works pretty well. Let's see. Put my head down here to get it to move. I have a little. What do you call it? You're supposed to, yeah. Anyways, I can make small things with that. My manly builder skills, yeah. Hmm. MJ, are you still in here? If you're gonna leave, at least say goodbye, because I've got something important to tell you before you leave. Isn't that right, George? Live George reaction. Isn't that right, George? You a good kitty. He's so sleepy. George, can I hold your paw? Do I still have any interest in cosplay stuff? I realized who you could pull off. Yes, I have too. I have realized who I can pull off for cosplay. Sir Calvin, the famous internet guy. I look just like him. Henry Creel. I don't know who Henry Creel is. Zeno, you are always welcome to drive up here and hang out with my cats. I have a bed waiting for you in my guest room. We'll have breakfast and hang out. Don't you're invited. Henry Creel. He's the main. Oh, he's the. Is that the Vecna guy? I actually haven't played. I haven't played DVD in like probably like 6 months, but that's the guy that float. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah. And he kind of has my hair was longer. It was about the same length before I cut it as him. Well, he's a bad guy. I'm a good. Well, I'm morally gray. Okay, which means I have good qualities. And Henry Creel, he's a kind of a creepy guy. He kills people. All right. Yes, breakfast, then pet the kitten, then build things. Yeah, yeah. You gotta see Miss Kissins. I wonder if I can. I want to see if I can grab her. She's so cute. I've got Miss Kissins. Have you seen? Actually, this camera's struggling. Yep, I know, George. Oh, how am I gonna do this? Time. Look, it's Miss Kissins, and she's so cute. Oh, Mr. George. He really likes being held like a baby. Shockwave VR6. I don't know who you are, but you're on the front page of my YouTube. Shockwave, get out of here! I'm testing things. Like testing how long I can hold this cat before she wants out. She seems pretty comfortable. Can I zoom in on you? She's so comfy. Zeno, this is Miss Kissins, and she is fabulous and cute, and she likes being held like a little baby because she's so sweet. I just woke her up from a nap, so I think Oh, you really like this, don't you? So sweet. Maybe I could put her up in George's spot. Wife wants. Well, you get on Miss Kissen's good side, you might be able to touch those toe beans. I can't guarantee it, but look at this tail. Look how fluffy her tail is. It's very fluffy. She is really content. I don't think she wants to for me to let her go, so I'm just gonna hold her until she moves. Excuse me. Are you a big fan of my live stream? I wish I could zoom in a little bit easier, but it's kind of hard. She says she's on the good side. What? You know, if you give her a churu, she's gonna like it. She's gonna like it. You smell like you have been licking yourself all day. She smells like cat breath. She's a cutie. And I need to also get a separate bed for her in here. I need to figure that out. She says T words for the baby. T words. Oh, treats. Treats, Mr. George. Oh, I should give him some treats. I do that. He's piece of treats. Still cut the button. Little kitten. Show. Now, I yes, I have saws. This shop has like a couple of sharp things, and I have put great care into making sure this place is cat proof. For example, this saw all the way up here. I have like gone through everything to make sure it's really just for George. He is chaotic. Um, I don't know where he's going, but he's always knocking down stuff, and I had to like seriously. It might not look that organized in here. It really doesn't, but everything has been intentionally placed. Especially, especially this hammer. Yep, this guy. It's gonna be a good stream when we crack this guy open. Woo-hoo. Don't take that out of context and pretend I was going to hit George with that hammer. I would never. Hey, Georgie boy, you may have cut me a million times, but you didn't know what you were doing. You're a good kitty. Mr. George. Hey, now you guys can see Mr. George's cute tail. Look at this thing. Look at his tail. See that kitty? See that? He totally loves this. He loves getting picked up. He has like a slightly, you could say malformed. I think it's perfect. It's a puffy little tail, and because it's not like a normal cat tail, he like when he gets excited, he wags it like a dog. It's the cutest thing ever. And I'm gonna bring in the treats. They got a little confused, but they're gonna come in. All right, Kova, have fun with the wifey. Thanks for popping in, and yeah, have lots of fun. Georgie boy, are you ready? George, ready to get these treats? Are you ready? Okay. He loves this. Finally have enough space to. I don't know if that alert command is going to do anything, but I'm glad you're here, Kova. Because this stream is crazy. We've got four viewers? No way. Oh, that's on YouTube. What about on Twitch? We are hitting the big time. According to Twitch, we have 4 viewers. Wait, what? Really? Wow. Eight viewers across 2 different websites. We are. Ooh, watch out, Mr. Beast. You don't have what it takes. Loves getting those treats. Now, this floor may look really dirty. The spots you see are dried paint. Okay, I have vacuumed this a million times. It's no dirtier than my regular floors. I also have a robot vacuum named Dr. Seeking, and he goes through once a night, takes care of business. This place is, yeah, it's good for kitties. Okay, it's good for kitties. The world is watching. Being watched. Who? How, who is watching me? George, are you watching? Mr. George. Does he know it went up there? George, you gotta check it out. Good boy. George, it's the treat. He loves it. Miss Kissins didn't come in here. Miss Kissins. Hey, George, you gotta feed me that treat. He's looking for it. All right. Well, Shockwave VR6, if you're still in here, get out. You don't know who I am. Why would you want to watch me? Maybe because I've got these tasty cat treats. And you're a cat. This is the part where I would zoom in dramatically, but I haven't practiced with it. I think I gotta alter. Let's see if I can. This. I need to move this right here. George, you are just gonna feast. Now I need to save that preset. Let's see. That's the workbench. Update. Set. There we go. There we go. I wasn't expecting this many people to show up. You know, I've done. But I also haven't been live streaming for more than like 15 minutes ever. Oh, come in, Miss Kisses. Okay. Kisses. That's our cute kitten. George doesn't like the duck, but she does. George, you can eat it. He's been very disappointed. He had to work really hard to eat these treats. Kiss, kiss. You don't have to run too much. She is not an entertainment cat. That's George's job. Uh-oh. Oh, down to 2 viewers. I'm done. I'm finished. I can't go on. You're so cute. Mr. George. Yeah, I'll figure that out later. Oh, man, okay. All the streaming's got me tired. Ugh, who's still in here? Is it just me? Because when it's just me, that's when I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to get real sad. Except for my cats. Do, 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 do. Yeah, well, fine by me. All right, George. Now that nobody's here, we can do anything we want. Anything, Mr. George. Anything. Anything at all. We can show off our never before seen cursed sword. Yeah. Yep. For sale. 1995. Only on the Sure Calvin web store. Move this guy. Should be here. Oh, some music. Turn it. Oh, Georgie boy, what are we gonna do? Nobody. I was expecting I would have 5,000 viewers on the stream, but none of them showed up. Turns out all that money I sent to that guy in Pakistan was for nothing. I thought he was gonna make me famous. That's okay. Why is this disconnected? Oh, I think. So, I'll be back. Yes, let's do that. That was so funny. Ah, I think it was a little too loud for the kitties. You need to chill out a little bit. Burger. Oh, freaking what? What? Zeno, you drive up here? This burger could be yours. Ah, Ayurvedic diet. No, no, no. I can put. You should put here. It's tragic. But hey, diets are good. I went off caffeine. Like, I think it's almost been a month. I think 3 weeks at least. And that shit was hell. Oh my god. Caffeine is well, those withdrawals are nuts. I'm not even like a crazy caffeine drinker, but I have had coffee, like a cup of coffee, like every day for the last 13 years. Can kitten have a little bit of burger? I know George isn't really interested. But he's gonna judge this. George, what do you think? What do you think, George? Kittens. Now, kitten, she can have a little hamburger because she's not a super picky eater. But Georgie boy, maybe I can get this on. Maybe I can get this on tape. Let me on tape. Do we still use that? That's so strange, Wyatt. I don't know why this doesn't seem to want to stay put with the camera. But anyways, we'll figure that out. All right, George. Here is a little piece of meat. A little piece of meat for George. If he doesn't like it, he's going to do his Georgie boy dance of judgment. Oh, no, George! What's wrong with my burger? That's for me, then. He is not interested in that. Knock the apple. It's probably it's probably the jalapenos. I don't think they're I don't think they're like I don't think they're like good. Mm. Mr. George. Do 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 do. Oh, that's a good. You. Calvin, build me furniture. Okay. What kind of furniture? Tell me your dreams. Your furniture dreams. Calvin will listen. Is it a nightstand? A dining room table? Perhaps a cuckoo clock? I am a craftsman of many things, Zeno. Many things. It's not a coincidence I happen to have all these tools. I'd like to, Zeno, if you subscribe to my channel, I will show you how to build furniture. It's my apprentice. Maybe that's what I should call my group of subscribers as my apprentices. And maybe I'll have like 5,000. 5,000 apprentices. That's real power. We're going to build so many nightstands. Oh, Georgie boy. You're so cute. I don't have an angle for that. Except on Sure Calvin Plus. There is an angle for that on Sure Calvin Plus, but nobody here has got the invitation. Hey, Ben. You enjoy sniffing a little piece of food? Where did I acquire the art of furniture crafting? That is a great question. Let's get the camera. Well, it all started with a dream. A dream. Oh my god, the camera's switching over. It's so funny. It won't do it with George. Doesn't like black cats, I guess. Okay, yeah, sorry. I'll be a little more serious. Yeah, I'm a refinisher by trade, so I take shitty cabinets and woodwork and I make it look new, which I'm pretty good at, but kind of hard to describe to people what I do. It's a very niche business. It's not a lot of refinishers out there. Most of them died or retired, so it's just me. But yeah, you know what? I learned it under my dad, and then I stopped working for him because he was taking. I mean, eventually I knew what I wanted to do to kind of run my own business, but I also found out he was taking a percentage of what I was making. Uh, he's just donating too much to some churches that I just, yeah, very sizable portion of that income. Anyways, so now I do it solo. I've done it solo since like 2018, so 8 years. Um, Figured out a lot of stuff without help, except for YouTube sometimes, but a lot of things you only learn through experience, and those are painful lessons. And yeah, hmm, fix this guy. There's a, uh, there it is. There we go. Cool. Ah, fix it. Oh, somebody's watching me on YouTube. They're looking at my feet because this camera has no idea what's going on when stuff like that happens. Let's see if I can switch the view. There we go. Back. Oh, but yeah, I'm an artist, but I'm forced to make things the same color, and in a way, I'm tortured. This is how I make my living, doing stuff I don't want to do. What I do want to do is inside this shop, and yeah, I've got a dream. I want to make dumb shit. That's a life. So now you know. Mm, God, these cosmic crisp apples are so good. Oh, oh. Miss Kissins, do you agree? Um, okay. Hey, um, you know what, Zeno? I'll do a stream just for you. We're gonna make something, and yeah, it's gonna be great. But I don't know what kind of tools you have. What do you have access to? Because that's gonna determine what we're gonna be able to make. Do you have a drill? Well, we've got an influx of viewers from YouTube. Wow, get out of here! I'm testing my stream. I need privacy. I didn't sign up for an audience. I just happen to be talking to people who are chatting. Don't have a drill. Okay, that's fine. You have no skills. Zeno. Okay, you have no skills. All right. Well, let's just pretend you didn't say that because that's you. You and I know that's not true. Okay. You don't have to have skills to pay those bills. When I started I did not know how to operate a drill until the age of 18. Actually, yes, it was 18. No, Zeno, a Prime membership for me? Well, this is what the subscription alert would have been if I set it up, but I'm still testing my stream. So you're gonna have to give me a real subscription later. Not that Prime shit. Just kidding, thank you. Okay, so I have a plan for yeah, when I crack open the planned stream, that's not this one. There's gonna be some fun stuff for people who subscribe. It's gonna be integral to the content. What is this music playing? Why is there music playing? Spotify? Why is that playing? Stuff is like phantom playing. It's really weird. I think I might have been hacked. Somebody's watching me. I realized I accidentally subscribed to Prime last week, so there you go. I mean, Zeno, don't worry about it. Somebody else is going to do it. But it's going to be funny. And I have a very special thing planned every time somebody hits the subscribe button. And it's going to be an exciting part of my furniture streams, okay? I'll tell you what. Zeno, we will build a nightstand. I'm going to show you how to do it. And then, when you get the tools, you can go back to my stream and you can watch it and do it with me. But I want you to be able to enjoy the stream in all its glory. So you can just sit back and watch. Have a nice cold one. It'll be a good time. Also, I want you to know, Zeno, you are my first subscriber. Maybe my only subscriber. If I die tomorrow, my streams will be open, and this will be the only one. And people will wonder, what if Sir Calvin got to do that stream he was talking about? Zeno. Builders should build, indeed. But build what? I want to let you know that I'm just a regular guy. Regular guy who has thousands of dollars worth of tools. And two cute cats. And yes, I know how to build things, but you know what I'm more interested in? I'm more interested in building friendships. Friendships that last. There's a lot of cool cats out there, Some I'm gonna meet. Some I'm not gonna meet because boundaries are a thing with cats. Every time I walk around my neighborhood, I see 2 or 3 kitty cats. I can't talk to them. They won't come close to me. But I believe that if I get through the power of the internet and my live streams, maybe they'll watch me someday. Maybe these cats will see Sir Calvin and know he is not a threat. He is a friend to all kitty cats. But it's just a dream. Who knows? Who knows if it's going to come true or not? I don't know. Mm. Yeah, this apple is so good. I hope this microphone is not picking me up chewing because that would be gross. But this thing is delicious. Cosmic crisp. So good. Mm. What else? Zeno, you kind of missed the shop tour. I some viewers got to see some things that you just haven't seen yet, but you know what? I've got something special planned for you. Can be great. I have a question for you. I'm going to show you something, and I want you to tell me how it makes you feel. Please say something. I want to take this off. Okay, I'm going to look now. What's my YouTube? It's like you didn't even respond. It's a nice sweet prop. YouTube is sure Calvin. Yeah, we peaked. We had 5 viewers for a little bit on YouTube. I should not be looking at the viewer counts. It's not good for me, but I'm just testing my stream, so I don't care. I guess it's fine. Mm. Oh, it's so good. Mm-mm. All right. It's going to be the first stream where I'm going to test this out. Hopefully, it's going to work. I'm about to do something extreme. Do not try this at home. Do not recreate what I'm about to do here. It is dangerous. It keeps going to that spot, but that's okay. All right, camera. Can we get a close up? Can we get a close up of what's going on here? All right, Zeno. I need you to let me know if you're watching. Am I gonna attack the apple or some damn thing? Zeno? Okay. Why? Look. Why would I do that? Why? Why would I do that? I would never. Oh shit, that was awesome. Oh my gosh, yes. When I look, the camera. I'm working on the camera work. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to send any mixed messages here. We have Tinder for that. I gotta clean this up. Zeno, I don't know if you watched my latest YouTube short, but there was another Cosmic Crisp apple that. Wow, it really got the business. Holy crap, my power might go out, but I have I got battery backups. This stream is not gonna fail. Not on my third live stream after my grand open. One second, I gotta feed the compost bin. I'll be right back. And we are back to the tube. I think I got all the messy stuff. Yeah, we're good. Great. I can't believe you think I would attack that apple. Maybe I only did it because you gave me the idea. I don't know. Oh gosh, my back is killing me. I've been standing up the entire day, setting some stuff up. Oh, maybe some music will make me feel better. I really want to. I want to set up a Spotify jam so other people can just like put some songs in. That'd be fun. Let's see. Still connected. Yep. Did this thing play on its own? Ah, peaceful music. You don't use Spotify. That's okay. So I don't know how I can just pop on some loud music, have it show up in the stream. That's not gonna happen. I gotta, I gotta stream it through the. I know what I need to do. I really want the music to play for very special events. Uh, I wonder if there's any other like, um, maybe I could do like a YouTube playlist that's maybe public that people can add stuff to it. That would be easier than Spotify. Of course, somebody might play an actual video, but they'll only get the audio from it, so that might work. I don't know. I want to have some kind of interactive thing going on with that. I think that would be fun. Because there's going to be, I am going to have a lot of times where I'm just doing stuff and I'm not going to be able to, like, I won't always be able to interact with the stream, but most of the time. Oh my god, I need to go to bed. I'm tired. But first, we've got to make a nice home cooked meal. This poor pan. Seen some shit. I just taught my dad how to make playlists on YouTube Music, and his mind is blown. I've heard that YouTube Music is better. I've just had Spotify for so long that yeah, I'm just in it. Uh, yeah, I think I'm gonna do a cooking live stream in here. That would be pretty funny. I mean, I have a kitchen that I could do it in, but I like the idea of just having a ton of stuff going on and just this room. Oh, these lights are twitching, so power is definitely. Ooh, we're gonna see if that power is gonna go out. I also just realized that I'm not getting notifications for the chat, which means that I screwed something up. That would be because, for whatever reason, my sound disappeared. I think it was George. It's testing chat. That work? That did not work. That's the wrong tab. Testing Mr. Chat. Okay, no, that works. I wasn't having notifications on there for the longest time. Yay! Okay. And then this one should still be working. Testing big chat. Yep, okay, good. George stepped on the mute thing. He always does this. I need to move this keyboard. Where Georgie boy can't mess with that. See you, George. Camera, camera, pan over to George. Nope, wrong way. Other way, camera. We need to identify this criminal. Have to go up. There's a way quicker way to do this. What was I thinking? Wow, thought there was. This is really laggy. Yeah, turn that off, and then yeah, there he is. There he is. Look at this guy. Look at this cat. He's sitting on top of my air filters. What are you doing, George? What are you doing, Georgie boy? You're being a cute little kitty. He's got very good balance. He can handle high heights. He is a junkyard cat, that's for sure. Georgie boy. I need you to dust for me up there. Thank you. Thanks, George. All right. Camera reset. We're back. For those of you just tuning in, it's not where I am, camera, but this camera's figuring it out. It's just a little slow. And oh, it's George. He keeps like messing with it. Come on, let's see it. Can I inch it forward? Okay, well, that should work now. Bam. Okay, what is going on over there that makes this camera think there's a person? Oh, I'll figure it out later. Okay. So George, it's me, it's that. Yeah, what? That's so strange. Good thing this is a testing live stream. Right, Mr. George? Okay. I'm gonna wait for these viewers to clear out. We've got some lurkers. They need to let me go to bed. I'm tired. A long day. Long day of streaming. I mean, I haven't been streaming all day. Yeah, it's been a while. I just want to hang out here, eat more burgers, although I'm out of burgers. Let's do this. It's like it's a lot like PM. Tell us about time, Shirt Out. Well, let me tell you about time. It's time for me to go to bed. I'm tired. So I'm gonna just hang around here a little bit to say goodbye. It's, do I fear the future? Uh, I don't. I don't fear the future. I'm just willing to accept it. Cause you know what, Zeno? I'm gonna die. I planned it. As in, at some point, I'm gonna die, and I've planned to just accept it when it happens. And I don't want to live my life. You know, if whether my life is short or long, what a fucking joke it is to have this difficult life made more difficult by allowing fear to control my life like that. There's an unlimited amount of things to be afraid of. There is always some kind of bullshit looming, whether it's, you know, war or the government or politics or whatever. There's always an unlimited stream of things to be afraid of. And yeah, sometimes I do get scared, but I just don't like to sit in there very long. Um, Thinking about the future in general is just not a. I thought your dad donated money to church. He did. He donated money to a lot of other things. You know what? Maybe I am exempt from death. But so far I haven't died yet, so I might be good to go. And who knows? The jury's still out. We could all just be like living in a simulation. Just gonna have a surprise of our lives when we die, and we find out, oh, that was life wasn't really a big deal. But yeah, my what I think about is it tends to be in pretty day-tight compartments these days, and that's partially because I've had a lot of crazy shit I've had to go through in the last year, and lots of reasons to be afraid, lots of reasons to be depressed, and I seriously was extremely depressed, um, because yeah, that's a normal thing when you go through a divorce. But where am I? Well, good thing nobody's watching. Except for there's one lurker on YouTube that's like eating this up. Some sure Calvin personal drama. Um, where am I at mentally? I'm in a very good place. I have had the shit kicked out of me in the last year, for sure. I had the worst year of my life last year, like by far. Definitely, yeah, we were living on the edge. Um, really ran out of reasons to live. But didn't completely run out. Sometimes you only need one or two. Uh, but yeah, what I did was, I got sober, and that was kind of the foundation of, you know, rebuilding my life and getting to a place where I could be happy again. There was a good amount of time I was only happy when I was, high, whatever. And that was really bad. It was a horrible relationship. Yeah, I'm an addict, and I treat myself as such because I don't want to go back there. Life has been so much better since I stopped having things fucked with my brain. As you know, I had like the bipolar stuff. I found out that all of those symptoms that I had they were directly correlated to my marijuana usage. And once I cut that out completely, and I also had to cut out alcohol too, um, I I've been real fucking stable. It's crazy. Um, I'm very grateful for that. Now, it didn't mean I wasn't depressed, but like, at least I had control over my thoughts, which was great. When life's tough, it's very easy to spiral and you can't stop. Um, but there are ways to work on that too. And through my sobriety, I've gone to, I went to this thing called Marijuana Anonymous, which is like AA, but for weed. I also go to more regularly. I go to AA, even though I've never had a problem with alcohol, but it's a future problem, and I go there for all substances. I'm just like I'm at a point where I don't want anything to fuck with my brain anymore. I'm tired of it. I found out through sobriety that life is actually way better for me. Um, not having that, not jumping on that roller coaster that I get put on when I'm getting drunk or high or whatever. And I don't need those things to be happy. Those are only temporary and fleeting forms of happiness that always leave me a little bit lower than I was before I started using those substances. Through those groups, I have made a bunch of awesome friends, just incredible people that are seriously like so supportive. I found people that I've been able to talk to about anything and vent about life and things are bad. I have people to talk to that really get it. What is non-temporary happiness? Well, okay. I'm gonna just say that yes, happiness is yeah. I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends on the kind of happiness. When it comes to the high highs of being really really happy, sometimes cool stuff happens in life, and we're on just like, wow. What I'm kind of talking about is just general, like how often I'm happy, if that makes sense. So like when I was in my addiction, I would, basically I would try to be on some kind of substance all the time so I could try to be happy all the time. That's a I mean that's actually pretty accurate. But the thing is once that substance wears off, I go totally in the other direction. So happiness only counts if there's more of it to come. Uh, Happiness only counts. I want to make sure I understand what you're talking about here. Happiness only counts if there's more of it to come. No, I think happiness counts if there's no more of it to come. I don't know. If I'm very happy and then I just croak, I think that still counts. And sometimes we have very happy times where we know some kind of shitty thing is going to happen that's kind of pending, but we take a break from life and, you know, but kind of what I'm getting at for myself, and this is just my own experience. Permanence is a standard of recovery. Um, yeah, permanence. Permanence is a standard of recovery. You know, I think as human beings, we kind of have a attraction to things that last because so many things in this life are very fleeting, and we also have a tendency to try to control as many things in our lives as we can, just because life is hard and the more control we have over it tends to make it easier, even though it's not possible to control everything. um and yeah, permanence, I would say, is not the standard of, holy shit, loud wind. Permanence, I don't really think is the standard of recovery happiness. Well, okay, what I'm looking for is, and what I like is, I'm trying to just get stuff that lasts and is stable and it's good for me long term. Happiness comes and goes. Life hits you hard. Life hits me hard. Um, some days are good, some days are bad. But what I'm looking at is kind of a bigger picture of like, am I having more good days than bad days? Out of the month, did I have 30 days where I was crazy depressed, or did I just have like five? At some point, happiness is always going to end. But I think there are things you can do in your life to. So previously said you had no. So you said previously you had no purpose for life. What is purpose now? And I'm jumping into it. What is my purpose now, Zeno? Um, that's one I've decided for myself. Because yeah, um, I do want to kind of talk about the word, purpose. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of the concept because I've gone through times in my life where thought I was totally sure of where I was going in my life and my purpose and everything, and I've had that shattered multiple times and completely changed direction. And every one of those times sucked because I had to throw away a lot of stuff. I think me trying to chase having a purpose wasn't really productive. Um, but I have decided what I want to do in life and what I want from life. And those are the two things I kind of pursue. So it's not really doing stuff. You know what? I have the answer. Zeno, I have the answer. What is my purpose? I'm trying to be Sir Calvin, which is just, my internet name. Besides giving for yeah, I mean, take care of my cats, of course. That is an assigned purpose. That's a duty. I'm gonna do it. But yeah, honestly, glad you. Yeah, I just thought about this because it's something I've talked about with my therapist a bit. But yeah, I mean, at this point, I'm just trying to be myself and unapologetically be myself. I'm a, I think I'm a pretty nice person, but I have lived most of my life, um, really under the weight of trying to be somebody else for other people. And yeah, I'm trying to just be myself. Yeah, so I'm sorry about that. That broke my heart when he told me the news, and then her sister died with a litter, and yeah, I can't just like, if I was religious, I'd be like, why are you sad? They're in kitty heaven or whatever. But the truth is, we don't really know, and it is sad, That's kind of how I think that's how that kind of love works. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's just have you ever heard some people describing like, you know, sad things that happen or when people we love leave us or pets or pets are people too, they're just as meaningful as any human being. But when we love something that leaves us and it hurts, it feels like sometimes that it hurts just as much as it was wonderful having him around. So it's like, what's the point? It's like a break even, There's no like, um, I don't know, loss is a fact of life. I think one of those things that I think the impermanence of the presence of love that we get attached to. Like, at some point, George and Miss Kissins, who was just peeking in from the other side, at some point, they're going to pass away. And, it might not be, I might not be lucky and it's in 20 years. It could be in a week or something. They could get sick and die. And yeah, that's going to devastate me. I'm going to be in a rough shape. It's going to be really sad. I love those cats. Yeah, they've been through me with me in my darkest hours, and I'm probably gonna think a little bit about this too. It's just so sad, and I don't always have to end like one of these speeches talking about sad stuff with some kind of optimism. Where like, oh, it's actually not that sad. It just is sad. I think part of life and something that's important to do is just accept stuff. Accept things that are sad, and sometimes sitting with those emotions does bring healing. It's somber, but accepting things does make them, I think, easier to cope with and eventually move on. But it's also important to not move on too quickly. I think, man, I know how much you love your cat, and that's a really beautiful thing. I was thinking about you like that whole night when you messaged me. It's so hard to lose a pet. Uh, and I have, you know, it's coming for me. And not with these two, but I've had other pets that I've been really attached to that I know they're getting up there in age. And I hear the news, yeah, I'm just going to be thinking about them. And it's going to be, oof. But I do have today. That's for future me to deal with. And of course, I'm going to just live my life. These cats are not thinking about any of that stuff. They're just doing cat things. Do you like being single, or is it still too early to say? I don't like being single, man. I'm over my ex-wife. Dude, I'm fucked up from that. I've done a lot of therapy. I've had a lot of support, but the truth of the matter is that you think you found your life partner, and you spend 5 years pursuing this person, fighting crazy hard to eventually get married, and yeah, you fuck it up, and I did. I have regrets, and one of the important things I've had to do is just accept that. I've gone on dates. I am officially divorced now. I've got all that cleaned up. But I've gone on dates and quickly found out like, yeah, I've got some dark, like some deep sadness that I got to deal with. I've also gone on dates where I didn't really have that. You know, I've noticed my own growth coming out of that. But it's a difficult thing to deal with. But it helped me so much to like I have people in my life that I can talk to and just I just I have people I can vent to, and that helps me a lot. There's nothing a lot of people can really say to make me feel better because the loss of a marriage is a tough one. Even though mine wasn't very long, I spent 5 years of my life thinking this was the person I was going to be with for the rest of my life, and that's 3 hours a day I spent building a relationship with this person. Like that's a I didn't I had dreams every single night about my ex-wife for like 4 or 5 months. Like we were still together, I would be dreaming, and like it was like a flashback, like everything was totally fine and nothing happened. That shit was brutal. It was so hard. Just waking up from that and being like, what the fuck? A lot of emotions to, process and unpack there. I've also had to look at it and kind of come to terms with the fact that I might not experience those highs again in my life. It's a very, I think it's a very cliche thing for people to say. Um, I mean, yeah, like technically there's lots of fish in the sea, whatever, but I don't know if I really want to like get on that roller coaster again. My grandma, um, she passed away like 5 years ago, but her husband died in what was it like 1985? So she was like I think like 45, late 40s. Um, actually probably in the 50s, but they were married when they're like 18 because this was like the 1940s or whatever. But she never dated and she never remarried. She was just like, nope, that's it, I'm done. And you know, she's a really happy person. Um, and she never found a new partner. She never looked. She didn't. She was just like, this was my person, and she lived for another like 40 years. So basically, like half of her life. And I've thought about that a lot. I think the idea that I was definitely fed that I believed in that like my life needed to have another person, like a life partner to be complete turned into one that really led me down some bad places. Like it really did, and it definitely played a part in ending my own marriage with how I did certain things. But yeah, what I've taken away from that is like, if my grandma can pull that off, I gotta be willing to have the courage to, be there too. Because, yeah, if love comes back in my life, I'll be there for it. Yeah, cool. But I don't really want to chase it. I've been on dating apps. I've done other stuff, and you know, it's it's also you could say it's too soon, but like I know that I've got a lot of stuff that I'm still gonna be thinking about. But I also just kind of want to know for myself. Like, I really want to be happy single, and I just want to feel complete that way. Because I think that's what I don't know. I mean, I think that's a pretty green flag if you could do that. Also, it's just I don't want to like be with somebody that like I don't know. I think I like monogamy. I just also think that the idea of like you find this person and they are going to forever satisfy you for the rest of your life. I think that can definitely lead to some toxicity and some control dynamics and a lot of it can lead to those things. It's not always those things. Can't imagine being married. I'm just the sort of person who always knew it wasn't for me. Zeno, you are not alone. I think like 75% of people should not be married. Okay? And the 25% who are crazy enough to pull that off, I don't know. I don't know what's up with them. I have met way more unhappy married couples than happy ones. Now I have met happy ones, but those people have like crazy support systems. Like that's wild. But like good lord, like the amount of people, like I think there are way more people in unhappy relationships, long-term relationships, not like ones that are still in the honeymoon phase, for the first couple of years. I'm talking like people who've been together for like 5, 10 years. There's a lot of people who are just white knuckling, like forcing it, and they're just it's not it's not good. I've been there. It fucking sucks. Oh my god. I know what it feels like to be scared of my partner. That's an awful thing. So, anyways, I just want to let you know, you're not notion that everybody needs it seems like. Yeah, I think it is. I think that notion's bullshit. That everybody needs it, right? And I grew up thinking that that was true. I thought that, like, if you weren't married or you didn't have a happy relationship, you were fucked up in some way. I've come to realize that I was fucked up. Everybody is, and nobody really knows what they're doing. I think, like, I think it's important to let those things go, because when you're with somebody, it's so much better to let people be who they are and appreciate them for what they are. When you pigeonhole yourself into like trying to force this forever relationship, it's so much easier to like be convinced to try to get this person to change things about themselves, or be unhappy and unsatisfied. There's a lot going on. My views of love were mostly shaped by a book called The World as Will and Representation by a German philosopher named Arthur Schopenhauer. Interesting. What is good for human beings is elusive, but it doesn't involve completeness. And I think monogamous love is often an attempt to find completion in the first. Yeah, I that checks out. I've definitely been on that roller coaster. It's not good. And okay, yeah, why I was asking about permanence before, that makes sense. Yeah, and it's what's interesting is like permanence itself can be an addiction, delusion, etc. Yeah, that makes sense. It can. I think the chasing after the habit of trying to chase after permanence is only going to lead to lots of disappointment. It sets yourself up to get slammed by that. I do believe, though, that I don't know. I think you could set yourself up for more opportunities and set yourself up to be ready for opportunities. But yeah, setting yourself up to like try to like get the um holy grail of love nest eggs, or I don't know, like trying to get to a position where you never have to worry about having love in your life again. I don't know about that, Chief. That's yeah. I really like the idea of you know living in the present's great. There's less things to worry about. So many less things, and I think it's a lot more fun living in the past or the future. That shit blows. It's not it. Really takes away from the life experience. Mm-mm. Georgie boy, you are covered in dust. We need to wipe you off. Oh gosh, he's out here dusting it. Okay, come here, George. I recall very specific memories with Colbert. Mm. George, how am I gonna get you? You're all the way up there. Right here. Greatest moments were special precisely because I knew they were fleeting. Yeah, you know, it's quite an experience having, yeah, when you have that thought run across your mind, being like, oh, this is something special. Make sure you remember this one. I've definitely had a lot of those. I had a lot of those with my ex wife. I have a lot of those with the cats. Um, and I think those are important. Just because things don't last forever, too. It's like doesn't mean they're not worthwhile experiences. And we both know hearts can change. Exactly. Hearts can change. So if you want to love me, the dark. Wait, I don't know. Is that in that song? Just end up walking cold and okay. I don't know why I only remember the first line of that song. Do you need some time? Is that part? I assume you're still quoting the song, so let me know when you stop. But it needs some time. Oh. Yeah, is a good one. I remember listening to that a bunch of times when I lived in Minneapolis, and I always had my car radio in a classic rock station. Yeah, Guns N' Roses, right? Classic. A classic. Yeah. Use your illusion ball here, too. Nice. Georgie boy, you're so cute up there. You found the highest point in the house, and I don't think I can get the camera. Actually, I might be able to. I might be able to get the camera up there. Let's see. Da, da, da. Let's see. Can we look at Georgie boy? Oh, you can see his ears. Mr. George, he got his privacy. All right. And wide shot. Back to the craft station. He is Katsu. Yeah, he does. He has been in every square inch of this shot, and he was not allowed to go in here for a very long time. This place used to be a frickin' train wreck. Actually, I should show you a before photo of this. So, I'm a better builder than George. He can climb and leap better than me. Uh, but he'll never beat me at running a business, Mr. George. Yeah, let me see if I can. Yeah, I gotta show you the before picture of my shop. So 1 year ago, oh George, clumsy, Mr. George. You got. Glad you didn't knock that down. Uh, he jumped on a little pole. He knocked it right. I gotta just make sure I put that back. Uh, be careful, Mr. George. Also, you're covered in dust. We're gonna dust you off so you don't have to lick that off later. You're welcome, Mr. Sneezem. He didn't like that very much. Okay. I'm gonna get this. Where was I? Oh yeah, I was trying to get a picture here. Three. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I didn't save the photos, but I thought I did, man. Yeah, this shop was a travesty. It's a very depressing place to be in. It was so messy. I had like so much stuff piled in here. Could not walk around at all. I had to spend like 8 hours. The cat took off with a whole smoked sausage. Ooh, Kitty's got the sausage stash. Mm-mm. Yummy. Oh, found it. Ah, this is what I can just hold this up to the camera. I just do that. It's a lot easier. Image quality is great. But yeah, you can see the zoom in. But yeah, you can see how much stuff I had, and that one little pathway in the middle was how I could kind of walk through. But like, it took me hundreds of hours to find a place for everything. It was really difficult, especially being supervised. I think my dog got to it and I ate a hole. So Kova, they're working together. Interesting. Interesting development. You might need to keep an eye on them. Could be quite the terrible team. Hmm. Oh, yeah. I'm just winding down here, Kova. But thanks for uh, thanks for stopping back in. Me and Zeno were having a very nice, very nice conversation. That's annoying. It's annoying, but they're so cute. How could you not love them? Right. Gosh, we've been on for 2 hours, 20 minutes. Hey, I need to. I was only planning on doing the stream for like 5 minutes, and everybody showed up. So thanks. It's been really fun. I'm feeling super good. Ooh, jambalaya. Oh, it's good. Love some jambalaya. Hmm. Finishing with cooking some jambalaya. Hey, Kova, you don't have to listen to anything. You know what? You are free to lurk, and you could see the highlights sometimes. It's I. You know what I hate? I wish I had more time. I wish I had all the time in the world. I would like to watch every person's stream, start to finish, and I can't. There's not enough time, and it sucks. Um, I can't really do that with anything. But we have our attention together right now. Do adulting suck? Yeah, adulting does suck. Man, I remember in high school, I was spending like 14 hours a day watching YouTube videos. That was, man, do not have time like that anymore. But I don't know. I think life is better now than it was then. Boy, oh, standing up on days, killer free back. Yeah, so I'm gonna wrap this up here because I got work tomorrow and I do need to go to bed. Oh, check out my pan. Um, but I am planning a very cool live stream. It's gonna be I'm gonna have some scripted stuff, and it's not. There's gonna be there's plans for it. Okay, it's gonna be entertaining. I don't plan on doing really long ones like this one. I think most of my streams will be like an hour long. Yeah, yeah, you will see me more often. I'm on the cusp. I'm like right there. I've just got a little more prep to do, but when I start streaming, I'm going to have a very consistent schedule. I'd like to do it every day if I could. Probably not possible, but I would like to do it very consistently, kind of at the same time. I have a lot of plans. I've had a plan for a like daily kind of show that I do. Um, some of it's in the shop, some of it's in other areas that I've set up. It's taken me like I've been compiling ideas for this for years. And finally, like making serious headway in the preparation. So I'm almost ready to pull the trigger. I got more work to do. But anyways, when I start, I'm gonna keep going. But the first big planned stream I do, I want you to be there because it's gonna be funny. Save your subscription for that because it's gonna be good. I've got something really funny planned for it. And I think it will be in here. What day? I don't have the day picked out. I can't put myself. But what I'm gonna do is when I have the date picked out, I'm going to probably spend a couple days uh, just having like a live stream running where I'm advertising it and just letting people know, hey, make sure you tune in on whatever day I schedule for it. I don't think it's going to happen for a couple of weeks. Um, But I don't know. It might be sooner. I don't know. I just don't want to like pigeonhole myself into forcing myself to do it too soon. I'm not gonna do it until it's the right time. But but yeah, when I do it, there'll be some advance notice. Yeah, sure. Thank you. I appreciate that. My server has been yeah, dead and inactive because it's a painful place. Just because of not just because of everything that happened. Hey, Kova, while you're here, I wanted to address something, okay? And I think I might have told you already, but you remember about a year and I forget if that was in April of last year, but you were there when I had the whole, you know, um, fake disappearance kind of thing. I wanted to apologize again for that. I think I forget if I did or not, but regardless, I want to do it again because I have still thought about that, and you definitely were concerned, as well as your partner. And yeah, that was I was definitely having a mental health crisis, and that was only a couple months before uh, me and my partner separated. Um, and right around that time, I had a trip to um, psych ward and all this other stuff. Like I was having an episode. It was really bad. So I do apologize for that. Good news is I'm doing great. Like, man, I'm really stable. Figured out that I just needed to get sober. It's okay. You're going through a lot. Yeah, I didn't understand it at the time. But yeah, I was like, one, I had addiction issues with some substances. Two, my marriage was falling apart. I was like living in a pressure cooker, and I just cracked like an egg. Not like an egg. I don't need to use that. I cracked like a. I don't know. I cracked, and it was not pretty. I mean, thankfully, I didn't do anything. I don't know. I worried people and I scared people, but that was the extent of the damage. But yeah, I just wanted to give you another a quick apology, and we're not doing that again. But really appreciate your concern and all caring about me. Then it was nice. It was nice to see that. Yeah, I have a lot of yeah, I got a lot of empathy for. I mean, I've met a lot of people that have had experiences like that too, especially in some of the support groups that I'm in, and it's nice knowing I'm not the only one. But I'm, I uh, I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't, and making people worry and messing around like that. It's I didn't know what I didn't do it intentionally, but I definitely yeah, I wouldn't do that shit. That's harmful, and I'm not proud of that one. But life goes on. So thank you, Koba. I've got one question. I've got one question for you. Do you forgive me? Do I have your forgiveness? I'm on my knees. Please. Sorry, I had to do that bit. Hey, George. Ugh. I don't know why the camera keeps going. Yes! George! We've been forgiven! George! We did it! We're free! Okay. Can we get a live George reaction? He's totally okay getting picked up like that. He's a very lightweight cat, and he's like, "You are dirty, George. Oh, goodness, dirty boy. You need to be dusted. You're a dusty kitty. You have really been cleaning up. He's gonna slowly clean my whole shop, and I'm gonna have to do a lot of this." Yeah, hey, give me back my duster, George. It's not for George. As for me cleaning your dusty butt up. You know, most cats have boundaries that need to be respected. George, he doesn't respect boundaries, but he also doesn't have any. So he just like look at this kitty cat. Look at this. He loves this. He's purring right now. I could do this. He is purring right now. Oh my gosh. And he likes to dance. And he's a liquid cat. Mr. George, Mr. George. Fluffy baby George. And no, he's not squirming. He's actually purring right now, and it's so cute. He's like boundaries. What is boundaries? Does it have treats? George is an animal. Whoa. And he's been in the clink. A real prison. Koba, I don't know if you know this, but George, he was one of those prison rehab cats. Like, he uh, he would hang out with and play with people in the clink that were on good behavior, which means he's been in the clink. So he's a hardened kitty. Mr. George. Oh, no, no chin bitey. No chin bitey. He really likes chin bites. He's a good one. Yeah, he's so sweet. He definitely gets a little too excited with his loving, but you know, he's great. I'm very grateful. All kitties are wonderful. How's this guy working? I do not know why this camera keeps getting confused. It's using like an AI tracking, and it thinks there's a human over there, which means I have a ghost. Okay, we gotta figure this out. George, what do we do about that? Georgie, what? I'm gonna just see what happens when you're in this pain. Cooking up with George. Oh yeah, it is storming like hardcore outside right now. Wow. And like here, I have ghosts. Time for some quality time. You think know it, right? I've got plans for that. I do. I wonder if I can. I gotta work on my lighting in here a little bit, but let's see. Yeah, these TVs I set up are really bright. Whoa, top viewers at streamboo.com! Be gone, Hydraulic! You are the ghost! Get out of here with your spam! Go away! You will be banned! Alright, get him out of here. He must be banned. Oh, he's on YouTube. Get this guy. Where is this guy? Yeah. Thank you, Zeno. Not only have we exercised the demon, we have Zeno used his power to banish that fake entity. Oh, hey, Kova. You want to be a mod in here? Because Zeno, I think, is the only one that is still active. And yeah, I don't really have anybody else that's active on Twitch that might show up here and do a little moderating. Okay, sweet. I'll give you that mod. Don't well, hey. Figure this out. Don't abuse your mod powers. I'll only tell you this once. Okay. I love that. I love that camera angle. It's so funny. Can I do this? I think I have to add you. What's an invitation? No, that's a stream together thing. Mod actions. Oh, yeah. You have to go to like some view, right? Oh yeah, here we go. Alerts, analytics. I don't have any YouTube mods, but I don't think I really run into as much spam as I do on Twitch. Holy shit. I'm surprised my power hasn't gone out. Type slap. Oh, you can do that? Thank you for letting me know that. I really don't know. I don't know like anything for stream commands and stuff. Okay, so slash, that's YouTube. Do that. Gotta go over here. Slash mod Kova Closon. There we go. Okay. Now remember, those are moderator privileges, not rights. Don't abuse. Oh my god, I love that angle. I got the knowledge. Tech support person. Hey, I I appreciate that. Man, this is one crazy light. This thing looks nuts when I shine this in the camera. This is like can't really see what this is, but it's like it's a fancy, very expensive flashlight. I never have used until now. Oh, Mr. George. Yeah, the beacon. Like seriously, it does look like a beacon. I might I don't know. I might like put that. I might put that like inside a sword or something. That'd be kind of cool. And yeah, just make something crazy like that. Be awesome. Ooh, almost 10 o'clock. I gotta wrap up. Um. Okay. Yeah, I better call it. If I don't sleep, I'm gonna have a bad time. Yeah, I got plans, Kova. I got some furniture to build for Zeno. He needs to learn. Only one guy is crazy enough to teach. Sure, Cal. At some point I will play DVD. I'm gonna do these other streams first. Like my whole focus, like, all my time has been put on that. And the gaming I'm doing is I'm trying to beat Melania right now in Elden Ring. She is a huge bitch. I hate that boss. But I'm gonna beat her. I appreciate it. Yeah, at some point uh, I'm gonna have like a variety stream where I have a lot of different stuff, and it's not always in the shop. Um, and one of those is gonna be gaming, and I'll probably play some DVD. But yeah, in due time. In due time. Got one thing at a time. Is that right, Mr. George? He's a good kitty. Ooh. All right. Well, I'm gonna new gen. Or that game was a new gen Diablo or whatever. I'll have on camera. What's it? I think it's Marathon that everybody hates right now. It's the hated video game of the month. So, George, is this? Look at this, George. Yeah, yeah. George, do you measure up to my measuring tape? Oh my gosh. So like this guy. Who's this thing? How good? That's the thing. That works. Also, let's see. Go, go, George. Yeah, yeah. Whoa. He loves playing. He's crazy. Uh, he had fun. I still gotta feed him. I got a lot of work to do. Okay, I'm gonna close out. Um, thanks everybody for hanging in here. Zeno, Kova, y'all are amazing. I will might not be back for a couple of weeks. I want to finish my preparation, but if I might be testing stuff out again, so who knows. But if you see my stream running, and my stream running's title is like, hey, make sure you tune in for a future stream, you better write it down. You don't want to miss out. It's gonna be great. And if you do miss out on my stream, well, I'm gonna be very upset. Very, very upset. That was not a threat. Just putting it out there. I just like that hammer. Just wanted to show you. Okay. All right. Take care, you two. Have a great night. And yeah, have a great rest of your week. I'll see y'all later. Stream off. But first, we gotta zoom in on George. George reaction. Finally, a live stream exclusively for George. Da, da, da. Where is the? Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, I'm slow with this stuff. Yeah. George is at war. There's a more important war going on right now, Zeno, and it's the fight. George is fighting the good fight. He's a good kitty. You keep it up, George. I don't know if I want to end it. Okay, he's. Are you done, George? Oh, he's not done. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about something. This is an idea I had. It's going to be in one of those streams. We are going to have a George containment chamber. I'm going to find a way for people in the chat to release George from the containment chamber. And it's going to be a whole event. Because he's going to want out and he's going to create chaos once he gets out. It's going to be good. Okay, I'm out of here. Have a good night, everybody. Oh, George. George, you're putting on a show, but I got to go to bed. Keep it up, George. Keep it up. All right. Good night, everyone. We stop at this stream.